Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to Preston Guild Hall and to this graduation ceremony. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students from the Faculty of Clinical and Biomedical Sciences and the Faculty of Business, Law and Applied Social Studies. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mike Thomas, to give his address.
Good morning, everybody. Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the University Board, honorary fellows, and our graduates. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony at which we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of you, our new graduates and postgraduates. I always look forward to graduation ceremony and the chance for the University of Central Lancashire, its staff, board members and honorary fellows to celebrate such an important day for you and your families. This is your day. I hope you enjoy both the ceremony itself and the celebrations which I know will continue afterwards. It's always customary for a Vice-Chancellor during graduation to say a few words to comment on economic affairs, politics, or to speak about the university in general. But I prefer to speak to our graduates and postgraduates direct, so I hope the audience will forgive me for a few minutes. Here we are in July 2017, a year on from the referendum that concluded that the UK should leave the European Union. Since then, we've had a general election, and now we have a minority government. Many of the radical policies that were put forward have had to be diluted and watered down into a more collaborative form in order that they can withstand parliamentary scrutiny. Colleagues at the university have analysed the results of the general election, and what has become clear as I look at you all today in your robes and your gowns as you celebrate your success and talent is that it was your voice, the voice of students across England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland that had a hugely influential impact on the outcome of the general election in June. Your voice, the voice of students who argued for change, to move away from austerity towards more tolerance, towards more understanding and a more compassionate form of politics. Your votes really did carry the day. No political party can ignore your voice any longer. Next year, 2018, the university celebrates being in existence for 190 years. We've grown from our original foundation, the Institute for the Diffusion of Knowledge, first formed on the 7th of October 1828 here in the city of Preston and based on a radical idea to educate young people. The university has always been part of a radical movement in education, learning, knowledge, research, innovation and enterprise. And we recognise that in today's world, our mission is to continue to transform lives and expand knowledge, but also that retain that spirit of radicalism, innovation and creative thinking. The university plays both an anchor and a civic role in our community. The anchor and civic role are just shorthand terms that we use in the university sector. Anchor means an economic role and civic means supporting our community. Our anchor role is to create jobs, to help firms, big and small, to ensure that the skills and expertise required for a developing economy are there in you, our graduates and postgraduates. Equally, our research, enterprise and development are focused on helping the economy of our communities. But we have an equally important civic role to uphold community cohesion, to promote and develop peaceful means of dealing with social issues, problems and difficulties. And we support the Lancastrian culture through music, the arts, food, farming, agriculture and tourism. And we do this because we believe that the University of Central Lancashire is here to ensure that the people in Lancashire, our community, have a sense of place, of engagement and of belonging. This morning, we celebrate graduates and postgraduates from the faculties of Clinical and Biomedical Sciences and the Faculty of Business Law and Social Studies, ably led by our Pro Vice-Chancellor, Clinical Professor St John Crean, and our Executive Dean, Professor Aidan Worsley, and their heads of schools, three of whom will read out your names this morning. Angela McGee from the School of Dentistry, Kathy Jackson, School of Medicine, and Robin Curie from the School of Business. In the subjects that you have studied, we continue to succeed. In May, the government confirmed its decision to provide our medical school with fully funded undergraduate medical places for UK students for the very first time. Our medical school is a great example of how the university is creating opportunities for talented individuals from a diverse range of backgrounds who would love the opportunity to study medicine, become a doctor, and help some of the health inequalities in our local communities. In the School of Dentistry, congratulations to Stuart Hannah, who today graduates with a dental surgery degree. Not only does Stuart graduate, but he will also collect 3 school prizes when he takes to the stage. He has won the school prizes in restorative dentistry, oral surgery placement, and health and professionalism. In the School of Business, our economics student Joe Rogers has certainly made an impression. During a second-year placement with Jaguar Land Rover, Joe impressed his bosses that much he was sent to New York to work in a senior role. He was also a member of the university's leadership development program. He now has landed a job in Dubai. Some of you will also receive other prizes. We don't often give out the names before the prizes. Our success is achieved together, staff and students, seeking new knowledge to provide clarity and certainty. And we have some certainties here today. We know, for instance, that you are graduates and postgraduates. We know that you have worked for your degree. We know there's a sense of certainty if you hold on to those values that promote and support our communities, the values that are enshrined in this university. Common sense, the judgment to do the right thing for others. Compassion, to treat others with consideration, care and honesty. Teamwork, to think and act together, valuing collective as highly as individual achievements. Attention to detail, to take personal and professional pride in the quality of your work, but show you can listen and care for others as you do that work. And trust, showing respect and integrity in all that you do. You are graduates and postgraduates, so continue to observe, continue to analyse, devise new solutions to the things that life will bring to you. Keep learning, exercise your intellect, be ready to intervene as you go on with your life and make a difference. Make the most of every opportunity that comes by. Don't let chances and opportunities walk away. Don't be afraid or unwilling to try different things and forge your own path. But remember, compromise when you need to and show kindness to others. We know other things about you. We know you have the ability to understand complex issues. We know you can be critical. We know you have confidence to challenge. We know you apply your own intellect. We know you have developed your own personal values on how you will do your work. And we know this because you are graduates and postgraduates, and we have tested you and assessed you, and you've had to go through hurdles and pass various stages of your program. And we look to you. You are our future hope. Participate in society, in processes and debates and organisations and business and commerce. What we've done in the university is hopefully provided a space for you to discuss ideas, to pursue different views and perspectives, to explore new ways of doing things and apply different methodologies to seek new solutions. But remember, there's more to your degree than a reductionist economic return. Keep those values as you go on with your life. We know another thing about you. We know that gaining the awards today that you've earned and which we celebrate is difficult. I make no apologies for that. That must be so. Few things in life of genuine value are easy to gain, and a success in any university is far from easy. We would have demanded from you dedication, commitment, intellectual endeavour, and hard work. And I'm sure that many of you here in the audience today, families, friends, and colleagues, would have been called upon to provide a helping hand in that journey. So on behalf of you, our graduates, I would like to thank everyone in the audience for the invaluable support and ask that you, our graduates, join me in sharing our appreciation to you. You can see as we process and come onto the stage in all our different colours and our gowns and hats, and I look at you today in your gowns and mortarboards. We do this because we want to signal to the world that we are an academic community. The university dedicates itself to learning and supporting transforming lives. You would have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff, many of whom are international leaders in their field, all of whom devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning and development of our students. You'd have also been supported by many highly dedicated professional staff who have provided the services and infrastructure that have made your success in this university possible. I'd like to thank particularly everyone who's been involved in organising and supporting our graduation events this week, and special thanks to two of our interpreters, Cheryl Undale and Babs Duffy, who've been here all week and interpreting for us. On your behalf, I would like to thank every one of our staff in the university and ask once again that you join me in applauding our thanks. In a few minutes, the names of you, our graduates, will be called out, and we'll applaud and cheer. Please make as much noise as you want. This is a celebratory ceremony. We call you out individually by name. You will enter stage right. You will go to the centre of the stage and shake the hand of our Chancellor, Ranveer Singh. And then in the words of Shakespeare, you will exit stage left as graduates and postgraduates. We call you out by name to show our respect for what you have achieved. I know everyone in the audience will be as enthusiastic with your applause for our first graduate as you will be for our final graduate. We take genuine pride in your achievement. I'm confident you'll go out into the world and bring not only real social and economic benefit to yourself, but also to the communities in which you will live. Whatever you decide to do next, wherever in the world you find yourself, remember, you'll always be a member of this university. I hope at some stage you will return to your academic home. But for now, on behalf of everybody here, very well done, congratulations, and good luck for a happy and successful life. Thank you.
Chancellor, the presentation of graduates and award holders will now take place.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Business. For a thesis entitled Organisational Factors in RFID Adoption, Implementation and Benefits, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Al-Amin Abba Dabo. Master of Science in Finance and Management, Yaxin Lai. Master of Science in International Applied Communication, Didier Dimef. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Accounting, Umar Aslam. Roll R, Asghar. Khalid Boutain. Ji Dai Chen. Osifa Dila. Li Hei. Bilal Hussain. Mohammed Salah Kapida. Rizwan Khan. Manasi Mohan. Laura Morley. Uza Nakuda. Ahmed Hussein Rasman. Humza Sulman. With the school prize for the finalist student in the Division of Accounting and Finance with the highest average percentage mark, Nasir Sulman. Furqan Tahir. Bilal Voraji. Jaden Philip Williams. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Accounting and Business, Rachel Adams. Ying Suit Chai. Yamin Esmal. Ryan Greer. Oscar James Marriott. With the school prize for finalist student in the Division of Accounting and Marketing, Accounting and Finance with the highest average percentage mark, Tin Tassal. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Accounting and Finance, Ashif Ashraf. With the school prize for the finalist student in the Division of Accounting and Finance with the highest average percentage mark, Samuel Helm. Lai Lu. Charlotte Smith. Jan Zhu. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Accounting and Financial Management, with the school prize for the finalist student in the Division of Accounting and Finance with the highest average percentage mark, Agnes Gorkas. Rosina Gordon. Ian Proctor. Nicholas Sanderson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Accounting and Financial Studies, Abdul Mohammed Halim. Absid Mohammed Al-Hahim. Omar Traig Alini. Adil Kaji. Stephen Lane. Ji Lai. Azim Patel. Mohammed Tayyib. Tian Yang. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Administration, Arizistimov Arisu. Abdullah Mohammed Ayak. Abzid Abdullah Naim. Abdullah Mohammed Saway. Ali Abura Al-Jarani. Zoe Bishop. Cameron Fairweather. Daniel Golding. With the Course Leader Award for Academic Excellence on the Business Administration Programme, Tracy McDonough. Iana Moravisa. Femi John Olawaka. Lauren Parr. Valentina Ray. Jolaid Sayed Abun. Michael Glenn Winard. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business and Marketing, with the school prize for finalist student in the division of Communication, Marketing and Public Relations, with the highest average percentage mark, Sean Carter. Lois Elizabeth Chaplin. Rosemary Jolly. Daniel Kay. Karen Kasukako. Jacinta Tamande McClure. Liam Craig Newton. Umar Patel. Caleb Philpott. Benjamin Rutter. Megan Simming. Andrew James Taylor. Daniel Walker. Charlotte Whitaker. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Economics, Tayyib Ahmed. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Studies, Harry Alami. James David Alston. With the Brian Booth Prize awarded for outstanding performance by a part-time BA Business Studies student, Amy Ashcroft. Kirsty Baines. Junaid Bangi. Kinga Kafour. Ben Harrison. Sarah Rebecca Hughes. Lucas Giuseppe Itrona. Sylvia Krokowski. Montab Gradi. Jennifer Louise Lowry. Hannah Louise Milby. Elaine Elise Malloy. Veronica Pitikafa. Michelle Price. Amy Louise Proud. Jessica Florence Rose. Sally Marie Topping. Sergey Voroskin. Louise Rochelle Waters. Nathan White. Olivia Ruth Whiteley. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Studies, Accounting and Finance, with the Course Leader Award for Academic Excellence on the Business Studies Programme, Maria Issa. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Studies, Human Resource Management, Alicia Khalid Aziz. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Studies, Marketing, Hayley Dickinson Knowles. Emma Myers. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Economics, Jacob Broadbent. Daniel Fail. Rabiq Hogue. Ahmad Mahood Kalori. Rebecca Alton. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Business, Abdul Ahmed. Yasor Alajabor. Tao B. With the Course Leader Award for Academic Excellence on International Business Programme, Zlamir Bacha. Zigbal Roshan Bruskins. Ming Bei Chen. Ying Zi Chen. Suzanne Krisnall. Ajanta Dahut McGill. Arbaz Ali Khalik. Jaquai Lai. With the Course Leader Award for Academic Excellence on International Business Programme, Arif Patel. Chelsea Williams. Jay Bin Yang. Christopher Kevin Walter. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Business and Management, Amir Adnan Ahmed. Nadim Arfan. Rebecca Ashton. Aaron Broadhurst. Liam Connaughton. With the Course Leader Award for Academic Excellence on the International Business and Management Programme, Thomas Galuskas. Ellie Gittins. Anay Patel. Jack Thomason. Megan Walsh. Lucy Woods. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Marketing Management, Megan Cavally. Alex Dargan. Carmel Frodiuma. Alistair Lee. Idris Mohammed. Alfred Bazingizera. Emily Widowson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Marketing Management, Advertising, Marketing and Communications, Matthew Boulding. Alicia Cartledge. With the School Prize for Best Marketing Live Project for Module MK3025, Amber Marie Cowell. With the School Prize for Best Dissertation in the Division of Communication, Marketing and Public Relations, Abigail Jones. Anastasia Kakasko. Natasha Kerr. Lewis McGrath. Katie Robinson. Olivia Amy Webster. Matthew Williams. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Marketing Management, Digital Media, Leah Scott. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Marketing Management Fashion, Thorgal Elaine Victor Araju. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Relations, Jacob Hutchinson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Relations Sport, Fazal Nabi Assalamon. Marie Christine de Spagna. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Relations and Marketing, Danielle Jane Brown. Acacia Cairns. Paul Foster. Laura Emily Mather. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics, Razu Ahmed. Matthew Bird. With the School Prize for Academic Excellence on a programme within the Division of Business, Economics and International Business, Ben Hopper. With the School Prize for Academic Excellence on a programme within the Division of Business, Economics and International Business, Joe Rogers. Humaira Salawi. Mariam Salam. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Administration, Mohammed Al-Asaban. Ryan Jack Andrew Brown. Janine Warden. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Marketing Management Fashion, Josie Hannah Linsell. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Marketing Management, Saddam Ali Shahal. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Business.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Dentistry. For a thesis entitled Working in Partnership to Develop and Implement an Oral Health Promotion Programme, It's Very Much Us and Them, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Victoria Appleton. For a thesis entitled Exploring the Relationship Between Fear of Falling and Physical Activity in Obese Women Under 50 Years of Age, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Gillian Ann Rosick. Master of Science in Dental Implantology, Piang Nan Bong. Pravin Jankas Kumar Kadam. Xiang Yan Set. Boom Jit Su. Wai Leong William Yen. Postgraduate Diploma in Dental Implantology, Stamatoskiophus. Bachelor of Dental Surgery with School Prize in Periodontology, Sohail Ali. Philippa Bateson. Lucy Broxton. Heba Chowdhury. Arnold Wanzadli Kandkazio. Parthendeep Gill. With the British Dental Association Northwestern Branch Prize for the highest marks in integrated clinical knowledge, Christopher James Hamps. With the school prizes in health and professionalism and the school prize for oral surgery placement and the school prize in restorative dentistry, Stuart Hanna. Samantha Jane Hart. Daniela Marie Holder. Sefi Jala Jali. Rose Jawad. Philippa Sarah Johnson. Meru Gangat Hansemi. Annie Keywood. Atikar Khan. Rabia Khan. Tara Maroke. With the school prize in dental public health, Stuart McLean. Vera Mitstry. Mika Jamanchi Varasaran. Pooja Patel. Olivia Phelps. Amit Rehan. David Roberts. Bila Hanif Salam. Georgina Saunders. Kamal Ayat Siddiqui. Jake Simpkin. Lola Tilson Hawke. That concludes the presentations of awards from the School of Dentistry.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Medicine. Master of Science in General Practice, Peter Anthony Dixon. Master of Science in Medical Education, David Harnier. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Medicine.
Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Sana Iqbal, from the Students' Union President from the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, graduates, friends, families and loved ones, it is my honour to stand here today on your special day and speak on behalf of students, and I would like to congratulate you all on your amazing achievement. We all know that university is more than the assignments and the exams. It is more than the price that you've paid to better your future, and it is much more than the paper that you get at the end of it, because university is an unforgettable experience. The people that you've met and the experiences that you've created are what makes each of your journeys to graduation unique and special. For most of us, studying is only one part of university life, and whether you have become a course rep, you've joined a sport or society, or volunteered in a project that you felt passionate about, it has led to the graduate that I see before me today. Each of you will have shared a different path, but what's really special is that you all get together and end up in the same room, crossing the same stage and graduating. I remember this time last year graduating and crossing the same stage, and it's a true medley of emotion. The pure joy of standing with your peers, the smiling faces of your families and friends in the crowds, the anxious wait for your name to be called, and then crossing the stage, shaking hands with the Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, and walking down those steps, ready to change the world. In life, you might face some setbacks. And in those times of difficulty, I want you to hold on to that feeling that you felt when you crossed this stage and let it guide you through any obstacles that you see. Our generation faces many challenges. There are those that think that our voices are irrelevant, that we are selfish or apathetic, and some may say the snowflake generation. Well, on the 8th of June, we silenced these false claims, and we proved those experts wrong. There are also people out there who seek to divide us with acts of hatred. If there is one thing that this university is incredibly proud of, it is our diverse and collective nature. Please take that with you wherever you go. Be kind to those who are different, speak out against hatred, and stand united and in solidarity for one another when times are hard. As graduates of the University of Central Lancashire, each of you strengthen UCLan's worldwide alumni network. Today's award is a landmark in both your personal and professional development and a stepping stone to your future success. The world beyond studying may seem like a bit of a scary place right now, and you may feel like you're heading towards a place of uncertainty. The most natural thing for anyone to do would be to stay in your comfort zones. But don't. Now is your time to aim high. Grab a hold of all of those opportunities and accept a challenge, because that degree that you hold in your hands right now is just the beginning. Last but not least, I would like to thank all of the families, friends, and loved ones that have joined you here today and that have been there for you throughout your whole journey. And let's not forget all of the university staff whose dedication has helped you to succeed. With all my heart, I wish you the very best for the future UCLan class of 2017. Now go and celebrate, because you all truly deserve it.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the University of Central Lancashire Chamber Choir. The members of the University Chamber Choir are all students of music theatre within the School of Journalism, Media and Performance. The choir is directed by the university's musician-in-residence, Mark Goggins. The university is extremely proud of the growing reputation and success of the Chamber Choir. In recent years, the choir has won national competitions, including the BBC Radio 3 Adult Choir of the Year. The Chamber Choir has performed on BBC One, BBC 4 and on BBC Radio 3, as well as at many local civic and fundraising events, including concerts with local schools and colleges. Overseas performances include singing at one of our partner institutions in Shanghai. This morning, the choir will sing Adiamos by Carl Jenkins.
Thank you. I am now delighted to invite the university's Chancellor, Ranveer Singh, to say a few words.
Well, it gives me so much pride to be here with you today. I love graduation day. You, of course, are all in the spotlight today, but I have a sense of what your family are feeling today. It is a moment that you've worked up to for many years, I'm sure, 5, 6 years perhaps, from when you started doing your A-levels and you thought, where are you going to go to university and what will you choose to do? But I have a 5-year-old son, and I can tell you that you start having hopes and dreams for your children from the moment they are born. And so for a moment, I'd just like the graduates and all of us here to thank the parents and the families for supporting you through what has been, I'm sure, a really long, hard journey, but you've made it with their help. And I hope that you are leaving UCLan with some great memories. Some memories, I'm sure, if you're like me, you really don't want to share with your parents, but there'll be great memories anyway that you will take with you into your futures. But if there's just a couple of things I would say about as you go out into the world, and I'm sure many of you are already working, the two things that I have learned, I've been working for about 20 years now, and I just, you never quite feel successful if you're really ambitious as I am, and you always think there's something else that you need to achieve. But there are two things that have come to me really, that if I look back and I think, yeah, those two things have really propelled me. One would be on moments when you are struggling with decisions, or you have a bad day, or you're not sure if you've made the right choice and you doubt yourself. Turn to people. Don't keep it inside. Turn to your friends, turn to your family. And indeed, seek mentors. The importance of finding somebody that you admire in your industry and seeking them out. And on a day when you're not sure what to do, is to just emulate them. What do they do that I can do? Just a little bit. And it takes you out of yourself, and it takes the anxiety away, and it gives you a moment to breathe. And I've always found that if you seek people who you admire in your industry, they are always willing to help you, because they have been where you are. And the other thing I would say is to trust your instincts. It can be quite a difficult thing to do, because lots of people will give you advice, and your bosses will want you to do one thing, and your family will tell you to do something else, and often your partner, or you may have children, you have lots of competing things in your life which will sort of add to the pressure of when you're making decisions, and add to the joy too. But I would honestly say that the thing that has always worked for me is to have a quiet moment and to trust your instincts, because truly when you do that, you simply can't go wrong. And the only times when I have failed or when I have thought I've taken the wrong path is when I knew what to do, but I ignored my own instincts. Because you know where you want to be. You have a vision, whether you know it or not, inside you have a vision of where you want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, the car you want to drive, the house you want, the kind of life you really want to live. And you can do it for yourself. But lots of people don't necessarily recognize that in you, and you can't always verbalize it to other people. When I was graduating from UCLan, actually, having done my journalism postgraduate here, I had a very small, tiny kernel of a sort of embarrassing hope, really, that one day, if I was really, really lucky, and I dare not say it to anybody, and I didn't for many, many years, actually, until just a couple of years ago, that maybe one day I'd be able to do news at 10, because for me, that's the holy grail. It's the flagship news program, and it's a thing that I grew up looking at and thinking, wow, how do you get there? And I kept that in the back of my mind. And you know, when I did it, just a couple of years ago, it took a long time to get there. The thrill was as good as I imagined it would be. It was amazing. And every time I do it, it still gives me that ultimate thrill. So whatever it is you have, that kernel of hope, that slight little ambition that you think might sound crazy right now, don't let go of it. Because truly, if you work hard and you hold on to it, you will get there, and it will feel better than you think it will. Have a great day. Enjoy your moment with your family, and wear the badge of UCLan with huge pride, because we are extremely proud of you. Well done.
Thank you, Chancellor. Today is, of course, a day of great celebration for everyone here, and we need to celebrate in an appropriate way. Friends and family, we have a small tradition here at UCLan, and it provides a great photo or video recording opportunity. Therefore, please do have your cameras ready. Graduates, may I please ask you all to stand up? And I think some of you are ready, yes, to take your mortarboards off. Part of that is so that we can see you put your mortarboards back on again, because it is not easy, is it? In a moment, I'm going to ask you to wave your mortarboard in the air. Please don't let go of it. And please make sure that you wave it that high, higher than your achievements, as far as you are aiming for in your life. And make sure that it does not make contact with any of your neighbours. However, a vigorous wave is very much called for. So on a count of 3, I would like you to wave your mortarboards, give yourselves a big, loud cheer, and then we will all follow with 3 further cheers. So are you all ready? 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. If you can please remain standing, and if our guests can also stand, and we will now sing the national anthem. If I can just ask you all to sit once more, and I will explain our exit strategy. We will continue to celebrate the success of today's graduates at the university's Student Union building and invite you all to join us. And graduates' gowns can be left in the atrium at the end of the event. The platform party will now leave the stage and form a celebratory guard of honour. We are going to conclude the ceremony with a final opportunity to applaud the success of today's graduates. Graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall too. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. So please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. And guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the platform party has left the hall, and you will be able to rejoin your graduate downstairs. Thank you so much.